these are the concepts I work with as an integrative mind body medicine doctor. I know we have different people from all different backgrounds, and that's okay. We're going to go over the basics of integrative mind body medicine so we can all be on the same page. So conscious mind versus your unconscious mind. Who here has heard of their unconscious mind? Yay! It makes me very happy. So when I say unconscious mind, I am referring to the subconscious and the unconscious. Linguistically, there is no difference between sub and unconscious, because whatever is not conscious is unconscious. And no one can pay me enough money in the world to differentiate between subconscious and unconscious techniques and how to work with it. I'm just going to call it all unconscious. Makes my life easy. It'll make your life easy. This stat has slightly shifted with the pandemic. So this is the last stat I have. So your conscious mind makes up to 10%. Newest stats, about 5%. And your unconscious mind makes up over 90, and the newest stats are 95. So your unconscious mind actually runs your world. It creates your reality. It controls all of your behaviors, and it is running over 95% of the time. No wonder why conscious change work is so hard. Your conscious mind is only ever in control up to 10% of the time. Though your unconscious runs your world. It'll deal with your health programs, your wealth programs, your relationship programs. It has it all. And it's designed to override your conscious mind whenever it needs to. So in the integrative mind-body medicine world, we work with the unconscious mind and start to rewire and reprogram the unconscious so your life changes by quantum leaps. Just really quickly. Now, this is a very standard quantum physics slide. Your unconscious mind has access to 96% of the information being given. Now, when I say 96% of the information, I am talking about what quantum physics has verified is actually outside in your 3D world. So right now, if you're looking in your room, all of this makes up everything around you. What your conscious mind can see is luminous matter. That's through our 5 senses. That is 0.4%. That's all our 5 senses will pick up on, 0.4%. We know of non-luminous matter, which is 3.6%. And non-luminous matter is like radio waves, X-rays, the things that we know, microwaves, we know about and can work with. So for a whopping 4%, yes, that's what our conscious mind works with. Not only is it in control about 5 to 10% of the time, it's only working with 4% of the information around us. Now, our unconscious mind has access to dark matter and dark energy, which is where we like to say the quantum band. This is outside of our conscious awareness and our construct of our reality. This is what we get to manipulate to create our own reality. So our unconscious mind has access to 96% of our actual surroundings that is outside of our awareness. Now, I'm a numbers girl. I like 90 and 96. I like to work with the unconscious mind because, those are big numbers compared to the other one. So I work with the unconscious mind to create wonderful results with people. Now, how we actually create our reality. Has anyone seen this before? Okay, good. With people who have not seen this before. What we do with our 5 senses, which is our VACOG, is we bring in about 12 million bits per second through our sensory information, through our 5 senses. It doesn't matter what the external event is. At every second, we have 12 million bits coming into our nervous system. And it leads into our brain, and it goes into our bottom part of our brain, or our hindbrain. And our brain, aka part of our unconscious mind, is going to be filtering the information. So sensors bring it into our brain. Now, your unconscious mind isn't technically stored in your brain. Your mind is not stored in your brain, but from sensory information, it goes to your brain. In that process, our unconscious mind will filter through deleting, distorting, and generalizing the vast majority of that information. So we will go from 12 million bits per second to 134 bits per second. The stat now is actually 128 plus or minus 7 bits per second. We are dropping how much information as humans we can handle. And for everyone who does not know, our attention span is now about 4 seconds. And a goldfish's attention span is 9. We are losing the capability to focus as a human race. So our unconscious mind will filter through deleting most of the information, distorting it, and generalizing it. Now, every human will filter, because this number here is way too much information for us to process. That is overwhelm galore. How we filter it through it is very individualized. We all have a different story. We all have a different journey. So our ability to filter depends on what we have come from. So our attitudes, our values and beliefs, which were set before we were 7 years old by our family. The decisions that we have decided are true for us. Our meta programs, which are our deepest level of wiring. They're the part of our unconscious programs that we cannot change, even in the mind-body medicine field. They're wired for your mission. Our memories of what's happened to us in the past. Even our type of language, which has a culture around it. Time, money, and energy, and matter. These are all individualized. Every single one of these programs dictates which 134 bits per second we are left with. So not only did we take out like 95% of the information, then we skewed it to make ourselves right, to create a continuous reality. This is the reason why eyewitness testimonies are no longer applicable in court. You can have 14 different eyewitnesses who have 14 different accounts of what the person even looked like, what color their skin was, what they were wearing. And it's because, and from their experience, they're telling you the truth, though they filtered it based on what they knew. And I want you to think of someone walking down the street. Let's say you have a man and a woman walking down the street. From the woman's perspective, if her memory is of not trusting men, that man walking down the street, even minding his own business, is a very different picture than, say, the person who doesn't have that belief or a memory of a man hurting them. It's just a man walking down the street minding his own business. So the point is that we create our own reality. This is how. This is the mechanism how we create our own reality. The way we are programmed dictates our reality. Let's say that again. The way we are programmed dictates our reality. Period. That 134 bits per second is so individualized to you. That's why no two people's realities are the same. So if you want to start shifting your reality, the key is to start shifting the unconscious programming so that these 134 bits per second change. Now, another concept I want you guys to be aware of, because it will be important, is perception is projection. Because we create our own reality, does it make sense that we have filtered the things and we project on everyone else what we are seeing? That makes sense? Everyone, thumbs up.
Yep.
That because we're creating our own reality, everyone in it is really just a version of us. They can't be them in our reality. They actually have to be a version of us. Now, if we like them, we have no issue with them. What we are projecting on them is things that we have healed and worked through in us. Now, when they're pissing us off or annoying or doing whatever it is that is causing us distress, you are projecting on them things you have not yet to heal.